So if someone asked me to sit down and write up exactly how I would want the series finale of Orphan Black to go, it would go pretty much like the series finale happened. I was extremely happy with this finale, and as I said in my last video, I always get kind of concerned when a show is ending and we have a series finale coming out, because a lot of times something happens and things just go wrong, whether it ends sadly or it ends happily. A lot of times it's just not a good episode and just weird things go down and it just doesn't wrap up well. But I thought they did an excellent job of tying up all the loose ends and making the happiest of all endings. Now, I kind of figured that it would go out on a happy note. I've said that in my past few videos, and I did not believe anyone would die, and if they did, I felt like it would be a lesser character. And so thankfully, nobody died in this episode besides the villains who we knew were going to die. I actually thought that Cody was killed by Helena in the episode before, but she was still kicking, but she went down in this episode, and I loved how all of that turned out. And I also loved the death scene of Dr. Westmoreland, because we all knew he was going to die. And I'm actually so happy that we didn't have any heartbreaking, sad, terrible things happen, and that's kind of how I felt that it would go. You know, the saddest thing pretty much this season was losing Mrs. S and also MK, but we didn't know MK that well. I was a little bit sad we didn't get to see Krystal again, but I can't be mad at them because we had a whole episode pretty much devoted to Krystal, which was also a dream of mine, and the way they did it and incorporated like YouTube and everything was just perfect. And we never saw Tony again, so that's one other element that I would have added. We didn't even see him this season, and I would like to have seen him in some way one more time. He didn't have to have an episode for himself, but I think a lot of us were kind of hoping to see him again. But I just love everything that happened from the birth of Helena's sons. I found it especially touching that she named them Arthur and Donnie, but I thought it was really cute how she was calling them Purple and Orange. I love that everyone is getting their lives like back on track and things are going to be good for them, and there was just nothing terrible. And you know, I was worried that Art was going to die, and that didn't happen, and that made me very happy because I really like Art and always have. And I really love the way they incorporated Rachel into the finale, and she just kind of ended up leaving on a good note herself, even though she didn't get to, you know, reconnect with all the Sestras. And you have to hand it to Tatiana for playing one more role as another clone in this episode. And again, she seemed like such a different person that I always forgot that it was her playing all these roles. Even in this latest clone incarnation, it didn't seem like any of the other clones, and that's why she is so fabulous. Hopefully you got to see the Goodbye to Clone Club. I actually had to purchase this on iTunes because I couldn't find any other way to download it while I was away, so I had to wait a day to watch this. So when I purchased it, it came with this Goodbye to Clone Club, which I guess probably aired directly after the episode if you watched it live. But if not, I hope you're able to find it somewhere online, because I think it was really special that they were able to acknowledge like the entire cast and crew. Like, so many crew members were able to talk in this little segment, and of course it takes all of them to make this show fabulous, so we rarely get to see the people behind the scenes except for maybe the director or someone who's kind of famous. So we got to see a lot of the crew members, which I thought was really nice. And I don't see there being like anything else with the show, like a movie or a spinoff or anything. I mean, maybe you've heard that there's going to be something else, but I feel good with how it ended, and I don't feel like we need anything else. So I kind of hope, as much as I love everything about it, I hope they don't go there. But I was just really pleased with it. I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about the finale. I heard from some of you on Twitter that you liked it. I'm wondering if anyone is upset that there wasn't more destruction, more death, anything sad, because it was such a happy ending that I almost felt like we were like in a dream state, because right before we went to like the get together with all the Sestras, there was like a bright white light, and I was like, wait, maybe this is someone's dream, or someone died and this is like their version of heaven or something. So I was worried for quite a while that like, is this really happening? I don't want to accept it yet because I'm not sure. But as a few minutes passed, it was like, I think this is how they're going to end it, and I'm very cool with that. Now, I don't think a super happy ending is going to work with every show, especially a lot of the shows that I watch and you guys watch, but I think for this one, it absolutely did. So I really do enjoy people dying and getting killed and main characters getting killed on a lot of the shows that I watch, but for this specific show, I think it was good. I think it was appropriate, and I think to kill someone off, especially one of the main people like Sarah or Helena, would just be like, what's the real point? You know, I don't think it would have served any point. It just would have been sad, and I think it would have really bothered a lot of fans. So I feel like maybe I'm forgetting something because I watched this a couple days ago, but I'm just so excited to sit down and make this video for you guys and tell you how much I loved it. And I just want to thank those of you who have been along with my journey with Orphan Black. Even though I just started covering it on my channel last year, I know some of you have been here for all of my videos and for the live chats that I did. And of course, I really appreciate that. And just know that even though this show is ending, I do a lot of shows that are similar, a lot of either science fiction like Westworld or horror or psychological thriller. So if you are only on my channel just to watch this show, know that I do so many other shows, so you want to check it out and see. Maybe you watch something else, or maybe you'll get inspired to watch something else because of what I am watching. So thank you so much for being here for this journey. It was a very special show, and I would love to know what Tatiana does next, and I would be very happy and excited to watch her in something else and hopefully watch along with you guys if she does a show that we can watch together. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Kelly TV family. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with all I'm doing.